Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching today. Today we are back with another Funko Pop unboxing for you. As today we have all of the new Flash Funko Pops that came out for the new Common Wave. Plus we picked up one of the exclusives. Definitely some really cool pops. We did recently, just last week, get a look at the first three pops in the first Common Wave that was released. That was the Michael Keaton Batman, the Flash, and Supergirl. And today we have the rest of the first wave. Now I'm not sure why they announced them separately, where they announced three of them, especially since they all came out around the same time. They could have just announced all of them at the same time, or maybe put a little bit of space in between the actual release date. But nonetheless, these are definitely some pretty cool figures that I'm excited to show off for you guys. And like I said, there are 10 figures that we are looking at today. And when you count all of the different exclusives, there are about 20 different pops just for the first wave of the Flash. This is absolutely crazy. And of course, there's going to be more that will come out after the movie gets released. So buckle up, guys. There are going to be a ton of figures here today. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump right on into it. And so the first figure that we have to take a look at is going to be Barry Allen. Now, we don't know for sure which Barry Allen this is, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the alternate Barry Allen that we find in one of the other universes, because from the last trailer, they did show us that Barry does go to another universe and finds another version of himself where his mother's still alive, and we were thinking that that Barry Allen does not have superpowers, and so maybe he might have some sort of training sequence where he has to have a bunch of pads while he's trying to either test out his powers or to stay a little bit safer. So definitely a fun one, but don't have a lot of context to it. Although there is some pretty cool detail with the lightning bolt on his chest on the pads there. And he just has a bunch of different like knee pads and arm pads and stuff like that. A lot of layers, and the helmet. And his face is all covered up. So I guess it's a little bit of a mystery which Barry Allen exactly is. And then the next pop we have is actually one of my favorites from the entire set. This one's definitely super cool just with all the detail. This is Barry Allen in his Flash suit. And one of the reasons why this is one of my favorites, one, I really like the design of this Flash suit, but also just some of the small details. So we know from the trailer and of course from all the other pops that Michael Keaton's Batman is a big part of it. And during one scene in the trailer, we do see the two Barrys visiting the Batcave. And what are they doing in the Batcave? Getting some help and maybe even getting a suit. It looks like this pop is now confirmation that we are now getting a little bit of an updated Batman suit that one of the Flashes will wear. And the colors on the suit are definitely really cool. I like that kind of burnt red, darker red sort of look. Definitely looks really great. But right on the chest, you actually see there's a little Flash logo that is kind of spray painted on right over the Batman logo. So it looks like they're going to be taking one of the old Batman suits and giving it to one of the alternate Barrys so he can have his own Flash suit. Definitely looks super cool, but this suit definitely looks like a little beat up. So definitely an older one from Batman. It looks like his ears are kind of cut off from the cowl, but I absolutely love the look of the suit. And the next figure that we have from this is Dark Flash, who is presumably going to be the villain of this movie, or at least one of the villains from this movie. And honestly, not a huge fan of this pop. He looks way too much like a bad Vecna type of character for me to really fall in love with him. But, you know, I think a lot of people still like it because he's the villain. Maybe I'll change my mind once I see the movie. But from a pop perspective, I do not love it. But up close, you can definitely tell what I'm talking about. Looks like a Carnage, like the ball of poo that people kept joking about, or Vecna, which really didn't look great. And this one does not look great either. Although he looks like he does have a little bit of like weapons that he has coming from his hands, like from his suit, I guess it is, does look pretty interesting there. It's just kind of weird. I don't really know too much about Dark Flash and really why he's a big part of the movie, because they haven't really shown him at any of the trailers yet. And now this next pop is another one of my favorites from the set. This is the glow-in-the-dark Amazon exclusive, The Flash. Definitely a really cool looking pop right here. I love the details on this thing, and the fact that he's kind of in that running pose too is definitely super sweet. And being glow in the dark is even cooler. And I like how we have a different kind of look of the common Flash that we saw from our video last week. But we have it where he's actually in action, so you see like the yellow lines going all through it, so he has a little bit of energy. coursing through, and with the lightning actually coming off of him as he's going through the Speed Force, definitely looks pretty awesome. And it looks like he has a little bit of a base where he might be like stepping over a rock or maybe some ground, with all the lightning kind of going right on the side of it. I think that looks like some great detail. And as I said, it does glow in the dark, kind of that greenish yellow type of color. Kind of reminds you of that yellow Gatorade type of look. And even with some of the suit lighting up as well, I think this is a great look. And of course, one of the biggest things in this movie that is making people excited is Batman. Not only Michael Keaton's Batman, but also my favorite Batman, which is Ben Affleck's Batman. And he looks super awesome in this pop right here. And I'm so happy that this pop got made and that they're actually going to be putting him in the movie. Not just to see Ben Affleck again, but also the fact of this suit. It looks awesome. And I've always liked the look of the Ben Affleck Batman suits, kind of a little bit more armored, because that's what he would really have. But he does have the little bit of blue in his suit, and then the blue cape as well, which I definitely love. I really like when Batman does have the blue cape. It's just a super cool look for him, so I can't wait to see him in the movie in action with it on. And the next pop that we have is going to be Barry Allen's love interest, which is Iris West. And of course, we did see Iris West a little bit in Zack Snyder's Justice League, just seeing a small sneak peek of her. But now we get to see her in the movie with an expanded role. Hopefully we see a lot of her. I mean, they made a pop, and so we hopefully should be seeing a decent amount of her. But I wonder if this Iris West is going to be from the main DCU, or if it's going to be in that alternate dimension. But nevertheless, she definitely does look great and does look like the actress Kiersey Clemons. And so she has that overcoat on. It looks like she might be dressing up to go to work a little bit with the earrings and her hair up. Probably the most boring out of all of these. Now, another reason that I'm super excited for this movie is the return of Michael Shannon's General Zod. And we're getting a pop of General Zod right here. And I'm definitely excited about it, especially since I was never able to pick up the original General Zod pop. Might have to go back and grab that before the movie comes up, because I think that's going to skyrocket. But this is definitely a cool looking figure. Zod's armor looks super sweet with kind of that dark gray look and that half S on his chest that looks like it's been broken off. It looks just like Zod as if he was plucked from the 2013 Man of Steel and plopped into this movie. He looks super sweet in this one and menacing, especially with his little goatee that he has on. And I can't wait to see him back in this film. And then we have one more 4-inch pop, and that is of Wonder Woman, who I guess is going to be one of the cameos or surprises in this movie. Now we know she's going to be coming from this pop. I mean, it's been talked about a lot online. A lot of the scoopers have been saying that she's been in it for quite a while now, but we didn't have confirmation until the pop was announced. But Wonder Woman does look pretty cool. She has the lasso of truth in her hand that she is about to throw at someone. Definitely pretty sweet. I think the colors are pretty updated on this one compared to the last movies. And it looks like she's in action, not only stepping forward with that lasso, but also with her hair blowing in the wind as well. I think that all looks pretty nice. But we're not done yet, because we now have two more bigger pops we have to check out as well. And the first pop we have is a pop ride, and that is of this one right here, which is Batman in the Batwing. I was definitely super excited to see when they announced this, because it confirmed that we were going to see a whole lot of the Batwing in the movie. I think there was one shot in the trailer that we might have seen the Batwing. Both of the berries were in it, so I assume it's the Batwing, but it's just super cool that they made this pop. So you have a look at Batman in the Batwing, and you have a little bit of a better look at the suit. It looks like slightly different than the common, I would say. You get to see a whole lot more of the actual Batman emblem since his hands aren't in the way. But the Batwing looks fantastic. A little bit updated compared to like the 89 Batman or Batman Returns, but definitely looks like it is super sweet. Can't wait to see this in the movie in action. And then our final pop that we have is one of the pop moments, and that is this of the Flash with babies. Definitely a really interesting figure that they have right here, but it looks like this is depicting a scene of Flash in the movie actually being a hero and saving a ton of babies. So you do see a lot of the details with the Flash's suit. Definitely looks pretty good in my opinion. Like I've been saying, I really like this suit. Then you have all of these babies just kind of floating in the air, but they have all the extra detail and layers with like the buildings in the background. So it looks like these babies might be a little bit higher in the air. So maybe they were in the hospital and then he had to go run and save the babies that were now in the air falling. That would definitely be a pretty interesting action scene. Well guys, there's our look at the brand new Flash Funko Pops that we're going to be getting for the new movie, The Flash, hitting theaters this summer. Definitely excited about the movie and definitely happy with a lot of these pops here. I think a lot of them are pretty awesome, especially the Batman ones. I think that Flash glow-in-the-dark and the Barry Allen with the Batman Flash suit, I think are super, super cool ones. I do wish we didn't get a Wonder Woman one, just because, one, we have so many Wonder Woman pops, and it would have been a great surprise for us to learn about it actually in the movie. But that and Dark Flash are just the two pops that I'll kind of complain about. All these other ones are definitely really great. And these just got me even more excited about the Flash movie, so I cannot wait to see this movie come out. I recently saw the trailer a couple times in the theater, and it definitely holds up and gets me even more and more hyped. You guys, let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited for the Flash movie? What is your hype level at? And also let me know down there what you think of these Funko Pops. Which one is your favorite and which ones do you plan on picking up? Let me know what your thoughts are on all these in the comments down below. And of course, if you guys have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also leave a like in this video as well if you enjoyed it. And of course, you can always hit that bell to be notified whenever we have new videos drop. But thank you guys so much for watching today. And as always, we'll see you again real soon.